Let me start it over. I don't know. I just try to start over. Crazy stuff. It seems I was streaming for a few minutes without knowing that I am not connected actually. Because OBS was showing me that everything is fine, no drop frames, we're live, like the status is up. I was streaming for almost 50 minutes in total. 50 minutes, yep. Yeah. So hopefully we're back. And for these 5 minutes I was live, I see no drop frames. Hopefully I won't get any. Yeah, sorry guys, it just happens. So what I'm trying to do now, again, I'm trying to power on the board. I've put everything back, and it seems we still have no picture. It's not even turning on. I mean, it turns on, blue light, and turns off after a few seconds. You can see, ouch, you can't. Blue light, it's kind of tries to start up, and that's it. Blue light goes off, goes away, nothing more. No picture, no boot. Okay, so what can we do? We could probably connect the UART interface and check what could be wrong in logs. That's the only thing we could do, right? For now. UART, where are you? Here's the UART. Is it in UART mode? Yep, it's in UART mode. Let's connect the cable, the wire. Yeah, no drop frames now. Everything is working as expected. Something is wrong with my wires. Is it? No, hopefully not. Okay, let me open the pinout. I cannot remember from the top of my head what was the pinout for this board. Oh, 020, right? What's the board name? Okay, so this is, oh, okay, this is the board, 040. Let's solder down the UART interface according to this schema. Set some flux, as usual, a little bit of flux. So TX, RX, ground. At least it seems they tried to. HMC, DJ, hey, what's up? Yeah, it's been a while. I've seen you got a new video or two for Switch, I think, screen replacement and something else. Yeah, that's your quality is actually going up. It's really pleasant to see. Cool thing, man. I'm really glad that new faces are a lot of new faces and a lot of new repairs. Repair community is growing. That's cool. So yeah, 375 on my soldering iron. Let's connect. I need TX. RX goes here. So it seems at least they tried to get some UART error log. Maybe that's the reason why they actually stopped working on this console. Maybe we're gonna see some scary thing there. Your APU is literally dead or something like that. Who knows? So I need a USB. How can I do that? Probably I'm gonna grab my keyboard. Dream, hey, what's up? What's up? The issue with PS5 or something something for James? Yeah, with this PS5, it was a port replacement by other repair shop. We found that filters were not in their places. We fixed the filters, resoldered them, but still nothing. Still nothing. So I want to read the UART and see what's wrong. Let's try to connect to our console. This is our dongle. First of all, let's clear all the errors, because we need a new and fresh error log. Can we read the error log? Okay, basically it's empty. It was a lot of loading. yeah, sorry guys. I mean, sometimes it's probably my 5G modem. Maybe I should reboot my 5G modem just in case before the stream. Probably that's something I'm gonna do in future before my streams. I can reboot my modem, because yeah, sometimes it really helps. It works like shit, and I reboot the modem and everything is good. I don't know. Okay, let's try to power this thing up. Again, blue light. It tries to boot, and then nothing. Blue light goes away. Yep, that's it. We probably won't even be able right now to read the error log. Let me try. Read errors. Yeah, no response it seems. Let me reconnect the power. James, I actually don't even think they were knocked, these filters, because when the component is knocked, you can clearly see by the pad, by the footprint of that component, that it was knocked. In this case, I don't know. Maybe they were knocked unintentionally, like they were soldering from the other side and they just moved the board somehow. I don't know. Upside down. No, I think I've tested from the other sides and they were okay. But yeah, we're gonna probably check it. Anyway, let's see. I reconnect the power. I'm gonna try reading the error log again. Everything is connected. Should be okay, right? Should be okay. Let's try to read the log. Error log is empty. Funny. Funny thing. We can clearly see that something is wrong with console, because it's just turns off after a few seconds. Could be, well, yeah, even if that's because of it's warm. It's warm. Definitely is warm. It shouldn't be warm. Interesting. Should we connect the cooler to see if... Turn on and leave for 2 minutes. See blue light flashes again on its own. We're back. Cool. Because without seeing the fan, I'm not sure, but it definitely is warm. So it either tries to boot, or I don't know. Something is not okay. Something is sus. I just want to connect the heatsink to see if it will keep spinning when the blue light goes away. It's connected, okay. What is wrong with this? I see some garbage in serial log. No picture, and I'm not sure if it's even working because the blue light goes off after a few seconds after we power it on. Okay, so it's connected. Yeah, the fan is working, the fan is spinning. The blue light is still there. It's probably touching the wires. Yep, the UART wires. Okay, the blue light actually went away, but the fan is still spinning, so it's kind of working in the background, right? Let me see if we can read the errors. No, like, yeah, this garbage is because we disconnected the power, but the error log is still empty. Funny thing. I've had this flash blue light and goes off, and then blue light flashing again on its own. Maybe let's connect the HDMI just because. Well, there is no sound when I'm pressing the button. Okay. It beeped after a few seconds, but will I be able to... oh yeah, powered off. Okay, let's connect the HDMI. If fan is spinning, it's on. Yeah, it's kind of... That's why I actually wanted to connect the fan, to just make sure that it's still on. HDMI, like this. Yep, like this. Let's reconnect HDMI. But still, after that kind of, you know, unexpected shutdown, when I rip off the cable, I should see these like generic power failure errors in the log, but the error log is empty. That's what bothers me a little bit. It shouldn't be empty, I think. It shouldn't be empty. Damaged pins. We actually checked the pins on the ribbon. I had a suspicion, like two fingers were a little bit damaged, but the flex itself more or less was okay, was fine. So I'm not sure if it's flex, but yeah, we could check it, of course. Let's try again. So HDMI is connected. I'm gonna see if we get a picture. Yeah, for now, nothing is there. Nothing is there. Oh, 3 beeps. But still no picture. 3 beeps, it's actually a good sign already, because it probably is working in the background. The thing that bothers me is we have no light, no white light, no blue light, but the fan is spinning. I've heard 3 beeps, like the usual 3 beeps when we get a message that console was powered off incorrectly. I'll leave it on a bit. Let's leave it on a bit. Maybe, well, do we need the drive? I think we don't. It's not a necessary thing to power on. Yeah, but the status light is bothering me a bit. Let's wait. For now, no picture. Let me read the errors. Yeah, error log is empty. Interesting. Damaged ribbon or socket confirmed. But why ribbon? I mean, we had light initially. It was working. Then it went off. We're probably gonna check the HDMI port. Also has BLOD, like no white light of death as well. So yeah, kind of sus. HDMI. Yeah, I wanted to actually try HDMI using the tail tester. Using the tail tester, tail plug tester. Yep, still nothing, no picture. What was, I think that safe mode was by holding down the power button, right, for a few seconds. It should be the safe mode. Maybe the resolution or something else. Just to confirm. Oh. I think it was holding the power button, right? The safe mode. Still nothing. Still nothing. Yep, exactly. Shows blue light, but no power. White LED, pieces on. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, still nothing. Still no picture. Still no reading on our UART interface, right? Let me. Yep, empty. Error log is empty. Nothing there. Okay, let's power it off. Let's disconnect the HDMI. Let's check the HDMI. Oh, funny thing, it's not even starts testing. Oh, yeah, now it does. Could it be the bad connection? Oh, wait, what? Funny. It shouldn't be like that. Shouldn't be like that. No. Voltage pin is not connected. Whoa. Definitely not good. I believe that the HDMI port itself is damaged. Yeah, that thing is something I want to show in one of my upcoming videos. I did it for myself. Like it's kind of adapter from type. Well, not a full functioning adapter, of course. It's just a way to rewire the pins to be able to test the HDMI port using the tail plug tester. And it seems that now it does. Now it tests. Like the connection is not okay. The port is either damaged. Yeah. I see that before some of these pins were not connected. Now some of them are. So I believe the port itself is not okay. I think that HDMI port itself is damaged. That's why it's not working. Because when I was checking the using the multimeter, all the data lines on the chip, on the retimer chip, all the data lines were okay. Right now, using the tester, I see that some of these data lines are not okay. So definitely something is wrong with the port or how it's connected to the PCB. But we've seen that it's actually soldered good enough, like to have the proper contacts. But yeah, let's double check. I can remove the UART interface. We don't need it for now. Nice and clean. See you don't worry, by the way. What's up? Sorry, I didn't say hi. Let's probably start fresh with this port. It was full of flux. Yeah, it was full of flux. Maybe it's actually because of the flux on the port pins on the fingers. Maybe it just cannot connect reliably. And as you can see, when I was using the tester, it was also kind of flaky. Sometimes it was not even started testing. That's definitely a sign that something is wrong with either the port or how it's connected to the pins. Okay, let's do another visual inspection. So again, the port itself is covered with flux. You can see a lot of stuff there. It's liquid, it's most probably on all the fingers. Yeah, I can clearly see that all the fingers are wet. Maybe you could clean the port. Maybe you could clean the port first. Maybe it's just because of the flux. You can see it's dirty and covered with the flux. Yeah, let's probably just try cleaning the port. All the fingers. Mike, hey, what's up? What's up? So, I'm gonna need a smaller tweezers. Flux cleaner. Oh, where's my garbage trash can? Here it is. Good. I'm gonna clean it a few times. Then I'm probably gonna use a plug tester again. This tail plug tester to see if it gives me a reliable reading at least. And if it does, then we could try again. Maybe that's the only issue actually. Who knows? Who knows? Should be clean, right? And no, now I see no dropped frames. Cool. So restarting my 5G modem actually helped. That's good. Now I should remember to do it every time before my streams. So, should be better now. Looks clean. Let me check it again under the microscope. Let's see if it's actually clean. It still looks wet. Maybe I should use hot air. Yep, a little bit better. It still has some. It feels much better. Yeah, anyway, let's try again. If it won't work, then I'm gonna just replace the port. I think it will be much easier. Stream running smoothly. Thank you, James, for confirming. Yeah, start testing right away. Good already. Yeah, that's something I wanted to see actually. Because yeah, one pin is ground, all the other pins are connected. Yep. Everything is good. That's what I expect to see from a healthy port. Before it was a different story. So we have a hope. We have a hope. Woohoo. Flex cable. But yeah, still, why there is no blue lights? That's interesting. Flex. Maybe we should also clean the flex cable, because I don't know, considering the amount of flex residues on this board, I mean, the flex connector also could be covered with flux everywhere. Who knows what they did actually to this poor board. Are we connected? Yep, hopefully we are. Let's cover the board on the top as well, just to be sure. But of course, I can replace all the thermal components after the finish. And pins on the flex, usual issue. Yeah, we're gonna check it. I see that two pins on the flex cable were kind of sus, so we're gonna check them. But yeah, let's first Make sure that we maybe have a picture already. Who knows? Could be the case. Okay. Okay. The moment of truth. Yeah, I didn't plug in the fan, but we know that the fan is working. Still nothing, still nothing, still nothing. Still nothing. Oh, wait. Yeah, see, I see on my HDMI switch that it's not even showing that something is there, something is connected. So it's either 5 volts is not there. Probably. You're connected. HDMI. Yep, nothing. Okay. Anyway, the readings were correct. The readings were correct from the port itself. Let me just double check again to, I don't know, confirm or just to make sure that the readings are reliable. Let's say on the port. Yeah, it started testing right away. Good already. Yep, all the readings are there. They looks good. Yep, everything looks good. So it could be actually the retimer chip because all the readings are okay. That's something I just did, Dreams, diode readings on all the port pins. So all the readings are okay in diode mode. That was confirmed before. We did a manual check by using multimeter. Everything was there. Let's check the flex cable. And I don't know, probably it could be related to HDMI retimer because I see right now that the port is connected. Where did you get the HDMI to USB adapter? James, that's something that my next video pretty soon will be about. That's my manual, that's my own like thingy that I did. Okay, let's disconnect the flex. Let's check the flex under the microscope, by the way. Falling apart. Stop falling apart. Okay, so flex cable. Yeah, that's something I wanted to check under the microscope because we could see that something is not okay there. Well, at least a little bit sus. A little bit sus. Microscope. Flex cable. So that's what I was talking about. These two pins were kind of sus. I mean, they are there, but they are kind of bent. Everything else is okay. Yeah, everything else is okay. But these two, scratched, bent. I still think they connect the port. I still think they actually connect the port. Maybe they're dirty, I don't know. Yep, that's what I also thinking about. I don't think they could cause the issue. We could clean them. Just for the case. But other than that, they look okay. They look okay. Yeah, everything is kind of dirty, but should not prevent the boots. So we have nothing on UART. That's the first thing. we have no output despite we have all the readings on the HDMI port itself. Do we actually have 5 volts? They do cause issues. So Dreams, do you think that these 2 bent pins could actually cause the issue? Yeah, let's check the port itself. Let's check the port as well. So, what's inside the port? Let's see. Yeah, the port, what is that? Is it expected? Yeah, I think that's not the actual pins. Yeah, these are the holders. Yeah. These are the locks. So yeah, the port itself looks okay, looks good, nothing wrong. But as I mentioned, I don't see that my HDMI switch detects that something is plugged, despite we have all the readings, correct readings on the tail plug tester. But still no 5 volts. We should either check if we have 5 volts there, or maybe just replace the HDMI retimer. Was there more things missing around the HDMI? I think that we've checked around the port, everything was there. Yep, these 2 guys, as you can remember, were off their places. Like we put them together, we put them back. Yeah, some flux probably after the cleaning right now, but still, everything else was kind of okay. We've checked the readings in diode mode, both manually with multimeter and with tail insert tester. It was okay. All the readings are there as they should be, but still nothing. No detect. Everything is in place. The port is soldered. Well, not perfectly, not ideally, but it's still, everything is in place. I don't think there are any bridges, just flux. Hopefully, it's just the flux, maybe. Could it be a bridge there? I'm kind of not sure about actually this solder job. It looks more or less okay, but could actually be the bridge. What do you think, guys? Is the diode behind the HDMI port? Yep. We've checked on the other side of the board. Everything is there. Everything is in place. Both the diodes are there. I don't think that some of these components... this resistor looks a little bit scratched, a little bit sus, but still I don't think it's actually damaged. Most probably just a scratch. Just a scratch over there. Zoom out. Yeah, everything else looks okay. This resistor, is it okay? Is it working? Maybe it's cracked. Looks like it's okay visually, but let me double check. 27 kiloohms. Is it the correct reading? I think it is. 27 kiloohms. Wait a minute. This diode, you think it's positioned wrong? Oh, nice. Oh. Well, yeah. There's some scratches. Like it should be this arrow. Some kind of bulge. Why? Yeah, the state of this board is just amazing. Okay, so dreams. You think it's the diode, right? Okay. Okay. What are your stakes, guys? Let's do that. Is it the only issue? How do you think? Should we use hot tweezers? I think yes. Where is my USB cable? Give me a sec. I'm gonna grab Type C, Type C, Type C. No Type C here. Damn, I've rearranged all the cables and I cannot find Type C for my hot tweezers. Come on, give me a second. Power delivery cable, damn. I had it laying around literally yesterday. I think I was using my hot tweezers yesterday. But I cannot find the cable for hot tweezers. I don't want to do it using the soldering iron. Be here, not here. Well, actually, okay, I have another cable. Should... Oh, yeah, here it is. Nice. Found it. Found it. Found it. Please, work. Yee, it's working. Dream. Drink. I really should have a drink command, actually. You're right, Slav. but cheaters. So I'm gonna use 350. 350. Okay, let's try. Focus? Focus is good. Should place something here. Yay! It's stable. Okay, I'm gonna grab first a flux, as usual, for my soldering iron. $3.15 on hot tweezers. Maybe I should use a little bit more because it's a ground pin. Maybe I shouldn't. I probably should. 400 just for a reliable result. I want to add some solder. Get away from here. Use small. Yeah, hot tweezers are not perfect probably for soldering these big ground pads, but still. That's just a little bit more flux. Okay. 400. Oops. Wait. Stay in place. Oh, solder. Yeah, even 400 is not enough for these tweezers to deal with big ground pins, big ground pads. Oh my gosh. I want to clean that arrow. I don't like the bulb of solder. Let me grab a wick. No, what? Maybe the tip was not clean. Again. Better. Okay, let's clean the area. The triangle is almost clean, but still not. Still not. Okay, it's clean. I just want to take another measurement with tail plug tester. I actually check the actual voltage drop on 5-volt rail. I just see that it's okay. Wait a minute, 179. Which was it? From this side, another check. What? No, but it shouldn't be the case. It shouldn't be the case. It should not be the case. I'm not happy about this port, guys. What do you think? Should we replace the port? It seems that some of these pins are reading incorrectly right now. I'm still worried if this place could have a bridge. You see? It could have a bridge there. Oh, you can't see. So in this place, I'm not sure there is no bridge there. Let me show you again. Let me add some light. No more light. In this place, it could be the bridge there. I'm not happy. What do you think, guys? Maybe I should heat a little bit with hot air and clean everything, because there's a lot of flux leftovers there between the pins. You actually cannot see anything. Listen, I read 50C. Yeah, we can, but yeah, let me clean the port first. Maybe I should preheat it. I should use some flux cleaner. Yeah, I don't see any other suspicious places, but still, this place kind of worries me. Let's use a flux cleaner. Tweezers. Yeah, I lost my tweezers. Okay, I'll grab another one. Once. Yeah, be better. Seems there is no other suspicious places, but this place is still sus. I don't think there should be that kind of connection. Grab a knife, blade. So there. What's wrong with this blade? Tweezers. Now it looks better. Up to me at least, it looks better. Yep, looks better. Okay, let me try it again, quickly. It could have been the bridges actually as well. I won't even put the cover. I just want to screw down the APU. Cool. Okay, let's try. Let's quickly try this thing. Come on. Nope, guys. I don't think we have a fix still. I can clearly see that there is no signal on my HDMI switch. Yep, so let me wiggle test it. Oh, wait, what? Wasn't in. Really? Wait, what? Oh, wait a minute. Okay, wiggle test. Nope, no pass. Wiggle test. In this position, it kind of works. Yep. I cannot see anything on my screen, but oh yeah, now the stream is updated. Okay, so we're not passing the wiggle test. But Dream, by the way, that was a great catch. You have a eagle eye, my friends. You have an eagle eye. But anyway, we should find out why the wiggle test is failing. So it's still not fixed. Fixed, not fixed. Fixed, unfixed, yeah. New port and white light. Oh no! Oh, I checked. I didn't. I forgot to check if we have actually light. Anyway, I would like to first understand why wiggle test is not passing. Could it be because some of the dirty flux just went to my HDMI? It's sticky. Oh my gosh, the connector is sticky. So it could be that some of that dirty flux from the port went to my connector and it got dirty and it has no contact now. Should I clean the HDMI connector again and the port once again? Yeah, could be flux in there. Yeah. It was actually flux in there. That's why initially probably we got a lot of bad readings with plug tester. Damn, this thing is also sticky now. Oh, I hate when everything is dirty. Damn. Plate fork. Hey, what's up? Give it a good clean with contact cleaner. Yep. That's definitely a way to go, but we are halfway there actually. We at least could see a picture. That's cool. So now, port has likely been overheated by the last shot. Well, yeah, considering the area around the port, like, it could have been the case. Like, it could have been overheated, for sure. So, I don't know. Really, up to my taste, I would like to replace the port because cleaning this entire thing without, you know, predictable result is kind of a lottery. Maybe something will still be there in there, and I don't know. Dave, hey, what's up? That port would be replaced for sure. Well, yeah, that's actually something that I'm thinking about. Like, I don't like this port at all. Like, maybe there is some crack inside the port between the pins and the actual fingers. I don't know. It's either dirty or it's broken somewhere inside. So, up to my taste, I would like to replace the port. What do you think, guys? Should I do it? To have a reliable fix without thinking that something could be broken there? Is it white light? Go for it. White light. Dave, I'm not sure about the light because before we've seen that we had blue light for a few seconds, like 3 seconds. Blue light went off, but the console was still working, like it was giving us the picture. Let me find HDMI ports if I have any. I probably have PS5 ports. I'm sure I have some of them laying around. In a sec. Damn. Oh, no. That's not the ports. Not the ports, not the ports. Oh, yeah, they are. Right? Yeah. Or no? It's not PlayStation, it's just usual HDMI ports. Sake. these are not ports. Stay with me, guys. I'm gonna. Oh, yeah. No, damn. That's the same box again. What's wrong with me? Not the ports. Not the ports. Well, I had them for sure. 140%. I had some spare ports. Maybe over here. What? Wait. I should have some ports for sure. Like, I'm absolutely sure. Oh, yeah, they are. Woo. Nice. So these are for, not for PS5, okay. These are, yeah, here the PS5 Pro ports. Yep, the correct ones. Good. Throw them back. So yeah, I'm not feeling comfortable about this port, like, at all. Like, the way it was soldered in, soldered down, it was all dirty, like the flux all over the fingers, the flux is everywhere, all over the board. Few components were like knocked or misplaced, not knocked. Yeah, the diode was placed incorrectly, so a lot of issues with this board. The main issue is it's all dirty. I don't like that kind of work, that kind of soldering. But yeah, the main part is ports. It seems that my HDMI cable got dirty because of the port. So yeah, I really want to replace it. I don't like the port at all. Sorry, Dreams. Yeah, like I'm a little bit excited because of my cola, not an ordinary one. Let's resolder the port. Microscope. Okay. Some flux. 375. No. More. 400 degrees. Let's do it. First. Some flux. For the smooth results. Okay. Come on. Is it lead free? Shouldn't be the case. Oh, I see it's melting. Yeah, it's melting. Come on, come on, come on. Should already go off. Yep, nice. Now let's clean the board. Fingers crossed for no rip traces. Why? Why should there be any rip traces? Come on. Nice. Okay, let's clean the mess. All the flux. Oh, you can see the state of this PCB. What were they using to remove the original port. What were they on while removing this port? 75, 390. Under 18, cooked a bit meh. Okay, let's clean everything. Let's wick the area. I don't know what kind of solder were they using. Let's just use a proper leaded solder. I should have added a little bit of solder before to reliably clean the port, but yeah, let's clean first the pads themselves. Yep, it's clean. Let's add some. Oof! What kind of flux was it? Were they using? Cool. Let me turn the fume extraction on because a lot of fumes, a lot of stuff. I don't know what were they using, but there was a lot of smoke from their flux. A lot of smoke. Other side. Cracked, most likely. Do you think the PCB is cracked? I don't think it's actually cracked. I don't think it's actually cracked. Yeah, I think it's good enough. Let's maybe clean as much as we can, and then we could throw in a new port. Replacement port. Look, my pliers. Oh my gosh, yeah. You said what were the on where did this? Yeah. It could be anything. It could be anything. I've heard a lot of funny stories actually. I don't want to fully clean all the holes. I just want to remove as much of their original solder they had before. I don't know what were they using, what kind of solder. So yeah, I'll clean it a little bit. I'll add some leaded solder, and that's it. We're gonna put on the U-port. Oh, damn, I touched the board. I hate when the board is tense where it shouldn't be. Okay, good for me. I just gonna add a little bit of leaded solder. And that's it. Should be enough for new port. Let's tin the pads. Then we're gonna clean the area and we're gonna tin the port as well. Yeah, a little bit of solder here. Yeah, should be enough. Should be enough. Now let's clean, let's tin the pads, and let's solder in the new port. So, I'm gonna use a smaller tip with this big knife. It's not as convenient. The pads. Gonna use a beetle. Oof. Let me grab another flux. Let me grab my Ursa. Or maybe it's okay. Yeah, I think it's enough color. Let's clean it again from both sides. And then I'm taking a new port, tin it, repair it, and we're gonna solder it in. Other side. Okay, more or less good enough. Okay, let's take the port, let's tin the port, which was the new one. Here is the new one. Okay, the pins are tinned, pins are prepared. Now let's use the hot air again to solder down. I'm gonna add some BGA flux, probably. Damn, the state of the condition of this board is just amazing. What temperature could they actually use to replace the port originally? BGA flux, where are you? Where's my BGA flux? I lost it. Oh, yeah, here it is. Flux plus. I probably start heating it up first, then I'm gonna add some flux. I'm gonna put a new port on. Okay, let's add some flux. New ports. No, just stop my finger. Yeah, that's nothing. Nice. Are we good? Are we good? I think we are. Yep, I think we are good. Everything is connected. Nice. The port is clean, right? The port is perfectly clean. Nice. Okay, here we are. Here we go. Let's clean the area while it's still warm. Let's clean as much flux as we can. I want to check the other side, so maybe go through the pins which hold the port, just to be sure. They're mostly okay, but still I want to touch them with soldering iron to make sure that everything is connected properly. Ace, what's up? Glad to see you. How are you? 320 on my hot air, just to, you know, warm up the board a little bit. Don't look on the state of this board, Ace, like it was like that for me. I don't know who and why was doing this. All these scratches, all this everything. But yeah, funny thing. A little bit flux, Ursa. Let's touch the pins. Let's make sure that everything is solid good. Nice. Nice. Okay. A little bit of cleaning and we could check the console. Maybe gonna get a picture. I'm pretty sure that all pins are actually 100% connected. We could go through with the soldering iron, but yeah, I think we've tinned them before. Everything is good. Yeah, everything is perfectly fine. Again, I don't know. Should I clean the HDMI port, HDMI cable? Because as I mentioned, it was. Yeah, let me use this thing probably, contact cleaner, just to make sure that the connector is okay. Because who knows what could have stayed there after that previous thingy. Brush. Let me brush it. Should be fine. Should be fine. Oof, okay. Okay. I'm gonna turn off the film extraction to not bother you with noise cancellation. Okay, let's try. Of course, with wiggle test, because before couldn't pass the wiggle test. The flex cable is looking good. We've cleaned it a little bit. It's connected. Flex cable. Nice. Yep. Ace loves the wiggle tests. That's one of his famous things. What? Oh, yeah, it's fine. And actually, I forgot to put these picture and power commands my Stream Deck, so I won't be able to use it if we actually gonna have a picture. Okay, cool. Let's try wiggle test. And yeah, we should check if we have all the blue lights and everything. Probably we won't, because before, even when the console was working, we still haven't got blue lights. We're gonna put a fan as well. Okay, let's try. Will you also be fixing the 1080? Yep. Nano service. I gonna check the 1080 as well, that's for sure. Maybe even we will be able to check the 2060. But yeah, let's see how it goes with 1080 Ti. Okay, blue light is there. Blue light is still there. I see that my HDMI switch is consistently showing the it detects that something is connected. Blue light went off. We have picture. We have picture. Please, someone use the picture comments. Please.
We have picture. That's crazy, huh?
Thank you. Okay, so we have picture. Wiggle test? Of course. I'm still worried about the light. No blue light. Wiggle test. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Like you can
We have
see
power.
that.
Check there. It's on. You can see it.
Yeah, I agree. Oh, I agree, Soren. Thank you. So yeah, wiggle test. No issues. Perfectly fine. So yeah, that was a correct decision actually to replace the port, because who knows? Who knows what's inside there? Maybe some connection is broken between the pins and the fingers. I don't know, but yeah, I should clean the adapter as well. Right now, it's okay. Fan is spinning. The only issue is we don't have a blue light. UART reading was okay, no errors, no anything. Maybe we could check the front panel, just in case. But other than that, I believe we have fix. Undergrowth, thank you. Undergrowth, thank you. Don't tell me the 1080 Ti is an EVGA. Nope, it's not EVGA. It's an Inno 3D. Actually, like these boards, I have just 1080, not Ti version, non-Ti version. I think with 4 coolers. This one is a 3-cooler version without the cooler for VRM, without the small one. But yeah, these are pretty fun. I have a few donor boards of these Inno 3D. Inno 3D, I think that, what else? Zotac. So the same PCB is used across multiple boards, not only Inno 3D. Is a bit, yep. Thank you, folks. But yeah, I'm still not sure about the blue light. Could it be a damaged diode, or probably not? Whatever. We should reassemble the thing using some thermals, because the original blue thing is not there at all, so there won't be any proper cooling to this board, this console. We should use some putty. Okay. Come on, get out. Yep, nice. Yeah, I really want to replace this putty, because most probably it won't have a good contact at all. Like, we could quickly throw on a new putty. What do you think, guys? Should we quickly repaste it? Well, not repaste it. Some new putty. Yeah, this one. This one should be good. Sahinch, by the way, are you back already from the concert? Was it good? Was it bad? Did you like it? I probably gonna leave this port. I want to check, just out of curiosity, check if everything is good inside the port itself. I will be sorting the ribbon before putty. Yeah, let's check the front panel before putty. I don't actually want to spend too much time on that issue. Like it's not. Oops. Wait a minute. I'll report it, and if customer want to deal with diode light, then yeah, sure. But for now, let's just take an additional look. The board itself, if everything is fine, then I'm gonna leave it as is. I'm gonna tell the customer about that, and if customer decides to fix it, I'm gonna take a closer look. Other than that, we are done. Let's see. Okay. Here is the front panel. I want to check on the microscope how it looks. I'm pretty sure the panel itself is okay. It's gonna be. Can you remove this cover? I don't think it's soldered, right? It should just slide off, right? Yep, the boards. Oh, yeah, nice. Let's check the ribbon. Yeah, the ribbon looks good, except these two pins here, but as we could see, they are just bent a little bit, not damaged, probably. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they connect. They have a contact. We can check if there is a continuity, just to make sure it's working. It's okay. Do you see it? Yep, you do. Nice. So continuity, I want to check on both sides if they're connecting each other. I'm pretty sure they do. Yep. Yep. So no issues with the ribbon. All other pins looks good. Yep, everything else looks good. The board itself. What? Do you think, guys, it's okay? Just tell me. Just tell me, guys, what do you think about that? Yeah, Dreams, you're right. From panel can stop this version from working. I actually had issue where a few adjacent pins on this flex ribbon, I think on this side, which connect to a heat sensor. There is a heat sensor on these boards, and because of damaged ribbon, the console was thinking that there is a overheating, and it was shutting down. So yeah, that's definitely. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Nice, nice. What did they do to this console? Poor little console. Oh my gosh. Do I have any spare panels from panels? Let me think. I don't think I do actually have any spares. I'll take a look. Give me a second, guys. I'm gonna check. I'm pretty sure I might have, but not from slim version, from the ordinary fat version. So, what do I have here? No. Here, in this box. Oh yeah, I have something here. Now, front panel, front panel, front panel. No front panel. Really? No front panel. Oopsie. Nope. I don't have a... Yep. From this version, I don't have a front panel. Unfortunately. Okay, probably that's something I'm gonna order. I'm gonna let the customer know about the issue with the front panel. But right now I have nothing to replace it with. Not the panel, not the components. Turan, hey, what's up? How are you? How's it going? Front panel. So yeah, in this case we have a few components missing, like one transistor and few probably caps or resistors, I'm not sure. But yeah, I have a working console slim version, but I'm not ready to take the components off it. So yeah, I'm gonna let the customer know. Probably he will want to order a replacement or something like that. But for now, I'm gonna leave it like that. Maybe on the next stream we are gonna reassemble it back. I think that on Saturday I'm gonna have an additional stream anyway. For now, let's clean the mess. We have a fix for the main issue with HDMI. We've replaced the port. It was, yeah, the previous repair shop did a great job replacing the port. But we managed to fix it. So yeah, for now I'm gonna put it away. I'll let the customer know. I'll wait for a response. What should we do? But that's a fix. That's good. That's cool. All the mess. Let me clean the mess. And it's gonna be a 1080 Ti from Inno3D. I think that Inno3D before it was called Innovision, something like that. In the old times, like 15 years ago. Or even more. Okay, good. Rob, what's up? How are you? Some Overwatch? Okay, let's get to the next one. So 1080 Ti from Inno3D. I don't know what's wrong with the board. As I mentioned, recently I was visiting Estonia with some work trip. I checked the local Facebook market. I grabbed a few non-working GPUs, a few broken GPUs, of course. I couldn't just leave without getting some souvenirs, you know, from Estonia. So yeah, let's go Overwatch. So the 2060, maybe we will manage to get to it today. I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with both of them. I just bought them, that's it. This is a Wind Force version, which is kind of famous for it having one or more phases dead, usually. Usually these MOSFETs look like this on these boards. I have a bunch of these 2060s as donor boards, and I'm pretty sure actually that the core have survived. Like, I'm pretty sure the core is okay on this board. At some point, maybe we should check live what's under these MOSFETs. Maybe it's fixable, but most probably if there is a burn PCB, then yeah, it's easier to find a board to transplant the core rather than trying to fix the burn damage. But yeah, for this one, yeah, let's start our usual diagnostics, of course. What? Okay, being a newbie streamer, of course, I should usually, as usual, forget to change the title. So let's do it. No 3D, 1080 Ti. For now, I know. We don't know what's wrong with it. Okay. Hey Folder, do you mind sharing a backstory? How did you get started fixing GPUs and why GPUs? Your background was it electronics? Backstory? At some point, I decided to try myself in cryptocurrency mining. It was long ago, I think something like 10 years ago. And yeah, I decided to get a few boards. I got a few boards. Some of them were not working. Well, yeah, it was hype. Everything was selling everything. Everyone was selling everything. Some of the boards were not working, of course. And yeah, I decided to just take a look what could be wrong with these boards, which I got, and which were not working. That's how it started. So, repo, yep, it works. Like we've replaced the HDMI port. Now it gives us the picture. There is still an issue with front panel. Some ripped components, some knocked components. I'm gonna report to the customer. Let's see what will be the further plan. I don't know, but yeah, works. Gives us the picture. Everything is fine. So yeah, from these mining times, me and also Psyhinge actually as well, we had some small mining, cryptocurrency mining farms. And I actually liked it. I tried to fix these dead boards. Of course, it was not a successful repair attempts. These were not successful repair attempts these times, but still, I wanted to dig deeper. I didn't have any electronics, like specific electronics background. I could solder. I knew how to solder good enough. I was, well, pretty good at soldering. So yeah, I decided why not try to check it deeper, to investigate how these things are built. How can you repair them? How can you diagnose them? That's how it started. And yeah, little by little, I tried some repairs, some getting some dead GPUs, fixing them. Yeah, the story about PS memory chips. Yeah, yeah, PlayStation 4 is actually. Yeah, let me show you some artifacts from these times. You probably know that RX 400 and 500 series were the most, beloved GPUs for cryptocurrency miners, because they actually gave a pretty good hash rate for their price. And yeah, you could get 4 GB versions, replace memory chips with gigabyte chips, and get a fully working 8 GB RX board. So yeah, a bunch of PlayStation 4 motherboards where I was taking the memory chips off. And of course I was using this memory for these RX Radeons to increase the memory, to get some shovels, mining shovels. 8 GB boards. And yeah, it was actually pretty profitable these days. It was fun, a lot of fun actually. I had a lot of fun. You know, you're a legendary person, right? Who, me? No, why? Did you manage to mine some Bitcoin with boards that you fixed? I was mining Ethereum. I think that Bitcoin, it wasn't able to mine Bitcoin on GPUs. It was very short initial time when it was possible to mine Bitcoin GPUs, I think that, but yeah, no. For Bitcoin, it was ASIC devices. For GPUs, it was mostly the Ethereum, some Raven coin, you know, some shit coins and so on. But yeah, mostly Ethereum. I think it was the most profitable one. Okay, let's start diagnostics. So, as usual, I don't know anything about what could be wrong with these boards. So, without information, we usually start with measurements, resistance on main power rails. Meanwhile, I used my GPUs for day trading. Oh, nice! So, let's check the resistance on main power rails, like 12 volts on PCI Express connector. First 3 fingers from the left, kilo ohms. Yeah, you can see it. The 4th pin from this empty space. It's a 3.3. Yep, half mega ohm. It's okay. So we have a key on this side. So 12 volts are here. Let's check the resistance on 12 volt rail on external power connector. Half a mega ohm. Kilo ohms. Okay, so no shorts at least. It means we can plug this thing to a bench power supply to see what the current draw is, what the current consumption is. And it will give us enough information to understand if the power rails are okay or they are not. Kepler, some of Polaris early releases had actually 8 gig on board. They were running 4 GB BIOSes. Oh, really? What a time that was. Yeah, 8 GB was enough actually for a lot of stuff. It was enough. Yeah, that memory from PlayStations, actually, it was pretty slow memory. I think that the slowest one, HC03, if I'm not mistaken, Samsung memory. It was the slowest among all the Samsung chips. But yeah, it still was giving good enough hash rate for successful cryptocurrency mining. Okay, so let's see what the current draw is. 1.4 amps. The fans are spinning, so at least I expect to see either all the voltages or I don't know. So with this level of current consumption, we could actually try throwing this thing to a test bench and maybe running some memory tests. It could be just the usual thing with VRAM, because 1.5 amps is a pretty healthy consumption for 1080 Ti. Maybe just a memory issue. As usual. Sci-Hinge is your type. Well, Sci-Hinge is one of my best friends in real life, so yeah, it kind of helps a lot, of course. By the way, guys, we probably gonna have one collab pretty soon. Let's see. Okay, it's in. Oh, yeah, give me a second. I should probably check if we have the external or onboard GPU selected in BIOS. Let me grab a keyboard from my test bench. BIOS, please. Was I quick enough to get into the BIOS? Oh yeah, I was. Okay, let's select the onboard graphics. Now let's connect the board again. Turned off. Yep, test bench is turned off. Okay. Different real life too. It's really cool. Yeah, sure, why not? Like, it would be nice to have a meet-up. All the GPU guys, you know. Why not? Overwatch, yay, Overwatch. Go, let's go. So, let me check if the onboard, yep, onboard is selected on my HDMI switch. Oh, I don't need BIOS. I want to see if we have a detect. If it's detected, we should run some memory tests, of course. I'm running out of my cola. Not an ordinary cola, of course. So let's use the proper version of mods, of mats. In this case, we have a GDDR5X memory, so it means you should not use a 367 version of mats. It won't give you the reliable result. Come on, LSPCI. What's wrong with my fingers? The cola was too good. So, yep, it's detected, of course. That's good. Well, of course, not of course. We need a 400 version. 367 won't work because of GDDR5X. Despite that's a version for Pascal GPUs. 400, well, 250, let it be, whatever. So mods, let's initialize the GPU first. GPU test. State init. No test. Sorry guys. Good. So let's wait for initialization. Then we're gonna run mats. Mats. And 1. It could take a little bit of time because 367 would have been quicker, but not reliable for 5X memory. 400 will be a little bit slower, but it will give us correct information on memory errors, if we have some. Yeah, by the way, at the moment when my previous stream, today's streams, before I had issues with internet connection, by the way, I see that I have no dropped frames. Since I've restarted the stream, that's good. I was mentioning that, yeah, finally I've discovered that my PayPal was not connected to my Streamlabs. So right now I have a proper PayPal donation link under the stream in the description below. I have a pretty interesting idea on how can I utilize text-to-speech. Just wait for a few streams probably, maybe 1 or 2. And I'm gonna implement one interesting thing. But yeah, it takes some time. It takes some time with 400 version. Hopefully we're gonna see some errors, which is something I would like to see because memory replacement is pretty easy to fix. No space on my workbench to put these GPUs. Yeah, let's wait a little bit. By the way, why could this front panel from PlayStation 5, how could it get damaged actually? Let me check. With the case. How did they manage to damage the, knock the components of the front panel? Like, it's fixed, like it's screwed down, right? It's screwed down to this part. How did they manage to knock the components? I don't know. Like on the back side, 1 transistor, on the front side, few smaller components. How? It's not touching the button? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they were taking off the front panel for some reason, but why? Funny thing, I don't know. I don't know how it's possible. Knock the components off the front panel. Well, anyway, I have a working slim version. Maybe I could just check the What are the components? These small ones. I'm gonna try to find these transistor somewhere on donor boards. So maybe I don't even need to order a replacement board. Yeah, still running. Probably we're gonna see some errors because it's taking a little bit too long. We're gonna see some errors. Maybe something is wrong with memory power. That's why we could see errors on all the channels, for example. That's why it could take a long. More errors we have, it longer takes for 400 version to make a test. So yeah, let's see. Buffering round 2, really? I don't see any drop frames. Maybe it's only for you dreams. Is it buffering for anyone? Guys, please let me know. Please let me know. Oof, yeah, we see some errors actually. Okay, let's check the report. Nano report. Oof. Yeah, we see a lot of errors. Basically, all the channels except the A0 has errors. It could be that oh wait, no. We definitely have a winner. C0. You can see that write errors. A lot of write errors for C0. In this case, for these generations, for Pascal. It could mean that this is our guy. So all the other channels have more or less the same number of errors. For C0, it's a different number. Nope, good for me, every few seconds for me. I don't know, maybe this time it's something wrong with your internet connection, not mine. Dreams, so yeah, sorry. Okay, you know what? Let's double check with version 367. Whoa, just happened.
Fortifix, thanks for bringing so much to repair community and ones who wants to fix things themselves, answering many questions. Much respect, man. Celebratory hands in the air emoji.
Thank you, Psyhenge, for your support. Thank you, much appreciated. Well, yeah, I'm trying my best. By the way, more tools coming on my website. So yeah, a lot of plans actually for tooling. Let's see. Just as usual, it's hard to find enough time to implement everything I want to implement, but yeah, a lot of plans. Okay, let's try to run METs. We don't need to initialize the GPU because it's already initialized. Let's just run the test. No buffering here. Cool. So yeah, probably it's an issue. Yeah, you can see that in this case it was almost immediate response from Mats. Okay, so Mats actually
Appreciate
in this case,
you,
Mats,
bro. Love you so much.
Rob, thank you, much appreciated, Rob, for your support. Thank you. I'm not sure about, wait, what? I'm not sure about the CA currency. Whoa. But thank you for 50. I think that's a Canadian dollar, right, Rob? I'm not sure about the currency. Anyway, yeah, was just curious about that currency name, CA. I think that's a Canadian, right? Thank you for your support, Rob. Thank you, much appreciated. But yeah, you can see that 367 version actually shows us the same C0 channel, which I was talking about before. Yeah, sometimes it's vice versa. Like with 367 version, you may get the opposite result. You may get errors on all the channels, while version 400 plus will show you the correct result. So yeah. Canada. Yeah. I was pretty sure actually that you're from Canada. So yeah, cool. Thank you. Do you know Nano, by the way, like in person? Probably you have some repair community, local repair community, right? So okay, so C0 in our case is the guy. Let's try replacing the memory chip. I'm pretty sure I have a lot of... Wait, damn. Wrong comment again. Power off. Power off. Yep, nice. I'm pretty sure I have a lot of 5X memory, spare memory chips, and a lot of donors, to be honest, to take from. It's missing few screws at least. Few screws from here. Oh yeah, by the way, I was mentioning, I think on previous or the stream before, like some of the boards, they have actually not on the back side, not on the back plate, but just a screw and nut. That's it. This is one of these boards, and it's missing actually the screw and nut. I'm gonna have to find some replacement. But yeah, it seems easy fix C0 channel to replace one memory chip. Potentially, it's an easy money. Easy pizza. My gloves, my gloves. Oop. Oh, I see that. Yeah, the washer kind of melted. Maybe there was an attempt to repair this part of this card. Let's check under the microscope. But yeah, these plastic washers are not there. Looks like it's melted. Oh, no, it's not melted. It's just burned or destroyed in some other way, but I don't know. Oh, one pin was not connected at all. What? Okay, maybe Arctic MX4 or MX6, according to the smell. We're missing the thermal pads, by the way. Oh no, we're not missing. The color was a little bit weird from that angle. I thought we were missing. Okay, whatever. Yeah, the washers are not there. Some dust instead of washers. Let me quickly inspect the board visually to make sure no knocked components. Usually these boards have damaged area here in this place near the backplate. Backplate, where's the backplate? Is I don't know. Oh yeah, here it is. So let me show you like this. Oh, that's a version with 4 fans. When you have 3 main fans and 1 additional fans, this additional part with the which cools down the VRM. Yeah, it's, I don't know, whoever was making this little fan, it's very hard to put it on, and you usually can damage the board here near this hole. In this case, everything is good because it's a 3-fan version. Good. Andy, what's up? What's up? Glad to see you. So, yep, we've already dealt with PlayStation 5, where we've replaced the HDMI port, which was replaced already, but by some repair shop, and it was done. Not good, let's say. I cannot say awful, but it was actually soldered down pretty good. Like everything was connected visually, but in practice, yeah, some filters were knocked, and the port itself was kind of damaged, or I don't know. We just replaced the port. It was okay. So C1, A1, A0, B1, B0, C1, C0. This is our guy. Some residues from thermal pads, some stuff there. Anyway, let's put a marking on this memory chip. We're gonna replace it. I don't think it's worth reballing it. I think we should just replace it because, well, first of all, I have a lot of these chips. And yeah, for 1080 Ti, it's unusual to have a bad BGA solder points. I'm gonna just replace it. Оскар! Hey, привет! Привет, привет, привет! Как оно? Как дела? So, what chips these are? D9 VRL. I'm pretty sure I have a lot of them. D9 VRL. Well, for example, this one, D9 VRL. Let me check the condition. I think this one looks better actually. I mean the color. Yeah, let me grab this one. Okay. Yeah, should be good. Let's reball the chip. I use 0.35 bowls for 5x memory. That's the only memory I think where I use smaller bowls. In all other cases, it's 0.45 for 5x. It's 0.35. I want to clean my mat because a lot of whatever it is from these plastic washers. I can't work like this. Hold on that, I'll get back. Ooh. Dirty, dirty, dirty. One more time. Yeah, nice and clean. Cool. Let me grab the bowls. Bowls. Where are you? No, 0.6, wrong size. Yeah, 0.35. Oh, stencil for 5x. Let me find the stencil. I definitely had it somewhere. Maybe it's my ultrasonic. Give me a sec. Yay, it's here. Nice. Okay, so the stencil for the memory holder, some old dirty indoor flux for bowls. Any update on that PS5 Pro? Andy, well, kind of update. I'm currently waiting for approval to work deeper on that 5-volt rail. I think that one coil missing 5 volts, but I actually found another issue. If you remember, we had that SSD drive. I tried to plug it into my test bench as a usual SSD drive, and it's not detected, not visible at all in my system. And I tried to take another look under the microscope, and what I found is, let me give more light. Can you see it? Hopefully, focus. Yeah, so you can see that the controller, these last, like, I don't know, 5-6 rows of balls, looks really sus. Yeah, my hands are shaky, sorry. But anyway, yeah, maybe I could just put it on the bench. Better. The thing is, I want to reball the controller. Yeah, much better, much better. More light. Focus. The thing is, I'm pretty sure that when the console was hit, or I don't know, however, crushed, you see that the balls on the right are definitely not feeling well. I'm pretty sure we have a bad soldering under the controller, bad VGA soldering, maybe some trace damage. So I want to reball the controller because, well, the drive is pretty good. It's a Samsung 2 terabyte. Can I please have a, yeah, 2 terabyte drive, 990 Pro Samsung, pretty good drive. And yeah, I suspect that when it was hit or crushed, the board was bent a little bit, and this side of this controller got a bad soldering, bad GA correct solder joints. So yeah, I'm waiting for a response from customer, from the owner, to approve that kind of repair, so we could move further with it, probably in the next stream on Saturday. Supposedly, I'm gonna get back to that PS5 Pro. I hope there is no compound under the chip. I really hope that it won't be an issue to take them off the board. But yeah, for now, I want to reball the controller. Okay, let's get to this guy. Let's prepare the chip first. Then maybe I can already turn the preheater on. Reball won't take long. Probably. Let's start heating up the board slowly, little by little, while we are dealing with the memory chip. Is there a reason for the switch from 0.45 to 0.35? Well, from my observation, they actually use smaller balls for 5x memory. When I was removing these memory chips and comparing how much solder is left, and actually just checking, comparing the solder with 5 or 6 memory, I can clearly see that these balls are smaller on 5x memory. That's why I'm using 0.35. Like, yeah, I know you can use 0.45, it will be completely okay, but still, I would like to keep it as close to you know, factory stuff as it possibly can be done. Yeah, let's remove these plastic covers. They're definitely gonna melt otherwise. These should have black compound on the chip side instead of the board. Well, if there is a compound, then yeah, it could be a nightmare, but let's hope for the best. I don't know. At least it's better than just leaving that 2 terabyte drive broken without any attempt to repair it. Okay, let's turn the computer on. Let's throw the board there. Let's quickly, let's slowly start heating it up. I'm gonna set some safe temperature to not overheat the board while we are preparing the memory chip. Where was it? Oh yeah, here it is. Here it is. First, we need to clean it off, the original solder. I'm gonna use a big knife. It'll be easier. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. Flux, flux, flux. I'm gonna mix it with leather first to make the process easier. So 300 degrees on my soldering iron. No more. I don't want to kill the memory chip with high temperature. It's possible, actually. It's possible. Oof. Some gray pads. Not a big deal, right? Okay. More gray pads. Nice. Nice and clean. Okay, let's wick it. I think everything is tinned. Oh, maybe not. Yep, now it's good. Let me clean off the flux. Let me add some fresh flux and tin the chip. Oof. It's almost solid already. Come on. Good. Some fresh flux. Wick time. Is it clean? What's there? I don't like it. I'm gonna check it closer. I'm gonna take a closer look. I don't like one pad there. Maybe I'm wrong. So let's clean the flux. Yeah, kind of sus. Let me scrape it a bit. Yeah, I want to tin the pads again. I'm not sure actually about some of these gray pads. I'm gonna use Kingbow as a little bit more active flux to tin them to get a reliable result. ERSA is good when you do some solder job, but yeah, for preparing the chip, I'm gonna use Kingbow. I'm gonna tin it again. Yeah, the pressure from thermal pads may be a little bit different depending on the thickness. That's exactly the reason why I want to keep as close to the factory sizes as it can possibly be. Should I grab my small solder? Something feels off. Well, it's okay. Yeah, it's okay. Okay, this side is good. Let's double check the other side. No fume extraction. Damn, I'm breathing the flux, the fumes. Yeah, probably this big knife tip is not as convenient for tinning the memory chip. But yeah, it's done. It's tinned. Now we're gonna clean it off, wick it off, and I'm gonna put some fresh balls. Cool. Let's add some flags. Let's wick it, and we are done. Whoa, 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 whoa! Stay in place. Stay in place. Nice. Wick. Pliers. Here they are. What's wrong? Some bolts are still there. Some pads are still not clean. Please, can I have some clean pads? This corner is kind of stubborn. Don't want to go away. Or is it just me? I don't know. Let's clean the other side. Looks clean, but yeah, a little bit weird. Okay, good enough. Let's reball the chip. By the way, what's the temperature on the board? Let me quickly check the temperature. 100 degrees. Yeah, it's raising slowly, little by little. It's almost there to start soldering. Okay. Good. Let's add some flux. Yeah, with this, by the way, where's the stencil? Yeah, this stencil is for 0.45 bolts, not for 0.35, which I use. So yeah, sometimes it's a little bit tricky. Give me a second. What's wrong with this pad? It still feels kind of weird. I'm gonna scratch it just a little bit. It's either still some layer of oxidation. Yeah, when we revolve it, should be okay. What are those standoffs for the GPU? These are some Teflon or PTFE. What was the name of that material? Used in 3D printers. So for printing nozzles or something like that. Yeah, they're pretty heat resistant. 400 degrees, no problem. I got them long ago on Ali, and I'm not even sure what's the correct name for these things. So I don't know. I don't know what are they. Only 5 left for me. I know that Tony Northwest uses these, you know, copper or brass or whatever it is. Like these thingies, you know. I don't know. For me, I don't like them. Let me double check the temperature. I'm afraid it could be, well, 120 still. Still good enough. Let it stay like this. Okay, so the flux is there. Let me check if we have enough flux. Yeah, the flux is there. Yeah, the stencil is kind of not perfect, but it works. It works. Yeah, it's aligned. Oh, damn it. I just told it it's aligned perfectly well and slide off. Okay. Is it good now? Please? Yeah, I think it's good. Let's drop some balls. 0.35 in our case. Yeah, gonna help with tweezers because with smaller balls we could have more than one ball. I'm gonna check if everything is in place. So everything is good. Let's see. Yeah, you can clearly see that. For example, here we have two balls. Here. Yeah, these balls I'm gonna clean in a moment. Okay, let me just do it the other way. First I'm gonna remove these extra balls and then I'm gonna jump under the microscope and remove all the others. Please go away. Yep. Yeah, I think we're good. Let's see what's left. If everything is in place. One ball is missing. Everything else looks good. Yep, no extra balls. Everything's in place. Cool. Let me add the missing ball and we gonna use the hot air. Down, drop my tweezers. Are they okay? Yay, they're good. Nice. I'm gonna grab the ball. Well, that's it. Should be it. Is it in place? Yep. Okay, so 320 hot air, 45% flow. Let's do it. Maybe I should help a little bit because some balls, like the stencil again for 0.45 balls, some of them you can see are not their places. I could help them a little bit to get to their places like this. Oops, stay in place. Come on. Just a little bit. One ball is misaligned, everything else is in place. Let's help this guy. Yep. And it's done. And it's done. Okay. Let's separate it from the stencil. Okay. I'm happy with that. I'm okay with that. Now let's clean the chip from the flux. And we're almost done. What's the temperature on the board? Let's quickly check. 140. Perfect. That's something I wanted to see. It's almost the point where I'm ready to do some soldering. I'm gonna use the ceramic tweezer to hold the chip. Let me check if all balls are aligned and are in place with the microscope without the stencil, just to be sure. But we are good. Yep, perfect. Perfect. Okay. Good. That's basically clean. Let's apply the PGA flux. Where it is? Where is it? Flux. Oh no, Flux Plus, please. Oh yeah, here it is. That's it. Brush. Let's spread the flux all over the bowls to make them shiny. Maybe too much flux, but whatever. Microscope. Better view. Yeah, almost perfect actually. Almost perfect. On this side is good. On this side, yeah, nice. Good. Let's go. Preheater. Turn on the lights. Camera. Yay, cool. So 375 hot air to remove the chip. I need tweezers. Another glove. I have lost my second glove. Where is it? Oh, on the floor, of course. So we're gonna grab these ceramic tweezers. I like using them with BDA fume extraction. Let's go. Yeah, I'm still on my way on getting the better angle with macro lens. That's still not there, but that's something I'm working on. Just go for it. Good. Now let's go here. She is the big guy. No, not 4-5x probably. Not 4-5x. I'm gonna use the bevel. Okay, let's add some Kimbo. Let's just remove all the extra solder. Then I'm gonna tin it using the leaded one. Okay, so all that free factory solder is gone. Do some final cleaning. Okay. I'll be cleaning the pads using the Q-tip. Then we're gonna tin it with leaded. Then we're gonna wick it and put a new chip on the board. That's it. I cannot really check right now, guys. Sorry. Mhm. One side is tinned, nice and clean, clean and shiny. Hot, 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 hot. Few pads here in the corner. I'm a bit worried if they are actually tinned. Oh, they are. Yeah. Nice, good. Now I'm gonna clean it again with Q-tip to make sure that there is no flux. I'm gonna add some fresh Kingo, again wick the pads, and we are ready to drop a new chip. Yep, one side is done. And another side is done. Cool. Let's let's clean it again. Almost dropped my soldering iron. Not a big deal. Now it's clean. It's ready to put a new chip. Double check the temperature. Yeah, 150. Perfect. Still 150. So the key is here. It should be placed like this. Ah, hot. Yep, I think it's aligned. Okay, let's use hot air. 20. My hot air, 45%. I'm pretty sure it jumped to its place, but still, let's bump the temperature to 75, just for a few seconds to make sure that all the flux is activated, everything is soldered. And we are done. That's it. That's it. Hopefully, the memory is the only issue with this board. Change ball, GDR, ball. It's pair just joined. Is he putting GPU directly on heat plate? No. There are standoffs. I'm gonna show you later when we'll take it off the preheater. But yeah, there are some standoffs. Also, like those GDR5X are so hard to roll. Well, yeah, they're kind of tricky. I'm using smaller balls, not 0.45 as my stencil actually suggests. Like this stencil is for 0.45, but still I'm using 0.35 because the factory size is not 45 for sure, like it's smaller. I had one. Koshkin, by the way, hey, glad to see you. What's up? Good morning. Oh, is it morning for you already? I was sleeping too long. We'll need to watch the recording after. What's going on? Yeah, we fixed already PlayStation 5, like HDMI ports. A little bit, yeah, tricky, a little bit stubborn, but funny thing. Previous repair shop did a good job, let's say. I had a 1080 Ti last month with memory error on one chip, and after a week, customer called and said, it's doing it again. And this time it's the other chip, but now it took memory controller with it. Oh, unfortunately. Well, from my experience, I cannot say that it's very common. Usually, memory controller dies when you have, for example, short on the memory voltage rail. Then yeah, memory controller is 99% times is dead for NVIDIA. But yeah, it's not that often of a thing, in my case at least, in my experience. Yeah, everyone have their own experience. Maybe for some, memory controller is dead often. These are plastic covers. You can leave them here. I'm going to throw the stencil back to IPA as usual. Oh, Koshkin, by the way, you were asking about if my Fanersi station is grounded. It kinda is. Why I say kinda? Because, let me show you what I mean. Will I be able to show it my main screen? I don't know. Actually, I showed it in my video. I had a video review for Fanersi station on my channel. I put a switch on the backside, like to short these two pins on the PCB, where the 0 ohm resistor should be, just in case. Of course, it's usually shortening these two pins, like it's grounded, and that's how you should work actually. But just in case, I've left it because I've heard that sometimes for these Fanersi stations, they may have issues with temperature control in some cases. Let's say when you work to some grounded, on some grounded PCBs, they may have issues with thermal control in case if the tip is grounded. I never experienced it for myself, but yeah, I've heard that opinion, and I decided to just put a switch there. To have better control, more control over that behavior. But you never should actually work on any circuit boards which are connected to some mains, of course. Voltage leak, even when the chip is not grounded, voltage leak in my case was, I think, like, yeah, the voltage itself was some 90 volts or something like that, but the current was microamps, so basically, yeah, pretty low. I don't know if we have nowadays some kind of components which can be damaged by that low current. Yeah, with some older devices without protection, it possibly is the case, but yeah, nowadays. And of course, you shouldn't work on any PCBs which are connected to any kind of rails, so shouldn't be an issue. So yeah, these are the standoffs which I was mentioning. I think that, what is the length of these? I don't actually know. Don't really know. Let's measure that. So 70 millimeters. Pretty much enough, like, to keep the distance from the computer. To keep a safe distance. Screwdriver. But yeah, downside, I have to screw them each time. Oh, maybe I cannot leave them because I want to. First, I want to make sure that it's working and everything. Let's just leave it as is. Gonna find my riser. Connect to the test bench. Will be somewhere here. Look at it. Let's check the temperature. Well, 75. Let's wait just a little bit. Or I could use a turbo fan. Anyway, I wanted to check under the microscope how we did. If everything is okay, so it was the chip, right? I think it was our guy. Yeah, looks good. And yeah, the original actually looks bigger. The original balls look a little bit bigger compared to my 30.35 in this case. But usually, from my experience, they're smaller. Maybe not all the vendors use the same size, or I don't know, whatever. Anyway, it's okay. I don't know if my current noise cancellation plugin was working well. I know that my previous Elgato one was canceling all the noise from turbofan. With this current Waves Clarity, I'm not sure if it was able to cancel all the noise. Anyway, 40 degrees, pretty much enough for checking the board. What's the button for GPU cleaning? Okay, let's plug the board. Inno 3 has big balls. Inno 3 definitely has big balls. Okay, let's throw the cooler on the board. Let's not overheat cooler without the need. It's the morning is when I wake up. That's a proper approach. Yep. I like your style, Koshkin. Okay, Zalman is on. Let's connect the cables. And let's see. It's working now. I don't know. Who knows? Who cares? A lot of cables. I already started actually building my new kind of set of cables. It's gonna be interesting. Soon you will find it out. Okay, everything is connected. The cooler is on. Well, yeah, it's positioned more or less properly. So let's try to power it on. Like the onboard GPU is currently selected as the primary. Should be okay. I can't take off the gloves because my gloves on. Yeah, it's working. I cannot type anything on my keyboard. Good. So, what do you think, guys? Will we see it working after the memory chip was replaced? It's still detected. Good already. Let's use 376 version. So let's initialize the GPU first. Come on, skip states in needs rest. What is this slash? Nice. Let's run math now. Anytime. GPU number 1. What? What? Connected. Connected. What? Sorry? What's wrong? You read the comic properly? Oh. Yeah, before I was using 400 version. It's not requiring OQA arguments, but 367 requires either OQA, MFG, or any other argument to initialize the GPU, the core. I forgot. Sorry. 8-bit, what's up? Hey. Oh no, and yeah, I don't have oh no comment for now. Get ready for, well, I don't know. It's still taking a lot of time. It should already finish if everything is good. Probably. I don't know. Oh, give me a minute. I'll be gonna back in a minute. Nice. Not nice. Okay, let's check the reports. Now we can clearly see that it still is the C0. So it's either the chip I used was not okay, which should not be the case actually, because in this box I'm pretty sure all chips are good. We could just to be sure check some donor boards. I should have one board which I was already using for the donor D9 VRL. Well, let's quickly maybe try to replace again, because yeah, at some point I think yeah, it could be the case that I got some bad chips here. I'm pretty sure I was only putting here the good ones, but still, just to double check, I'm pretty sure this board was working. There was some issue with GPU, with core. It was giving some weird behavior under load, but yeah, the memory here was okay. So yeah, let's quickly replace the chip once more. Meanwhile, we could take a look, and that's 2060, another board from Estonia, from my Estonian trip. How many is on C9? Yeah, like you can see that C9 has more failing bits compared to other chips. It's a clear sign that something is wrong with specifically C9. We could check the other version, like 300. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that it could be the issue with my memory chip. Like, I probably just should take off all the chips from this donor board and use them for these kinds of replacements. I usually don't take 10 series into repair anymore because, yeah, they're kind of 1080 Ti is probably an exception, and additionally, I got it on my Estonian trip, just a souvenir. Could check the Q too. Yeah, of course, we're going to check the resistors. While it's doing its things, let's quickly take a look at the 2060 board. I want to make sure that there is no burnt MOSFETs. In this case, as usual, as they usually have, it's an uncommon issue with them. I just want to see it with my own eyes. Imagine having 3 dead MOSFETs like I have on that other board. Oh, yeah, let me quickly check the report. While we are still here, yeah, in this case, you can see that 400 version gave us the correct result without any garbage. But yeah, still, C0, we're gonna check the ZQ, but yeah, I expect to have maybe some dead chips in that box. Sometimes it happens. Anyway, I want to take a quick look. For some reason, I can already see some either liquid residues, maybe liquid damage potentially. If that's a liquid damage, could be interesting. I like dealing with liquid damage on GPUs, but I hate gigabytes thin thermal pads and memory, which you cannot usually replace by any other. Oh, any other size. Oh, they actually have all phases. Let me show you. Maybe that's not a 2060. Maybe it's a 2060 Super. Because here you can see we only have 4 phases. Three of them are dead. Oh yeah, that's a different chip. What it is? I don't know. 20. Let me clean the paste off. What chip it is? TU106 410A1. Yeah, we have more memory chips. It's definitely not a 2060. TU104, 106. What was 106? Remember? Who can remember? $106. I think it's. I think it's also 2060. Let me check. Remember. TU106. NVIDIA. What is this? U6. Oh, 2070, really? Funny thing. Why? Like that, they usually have 102 is for higher tier, like 80 and 90. 104 for 70, and 106 for 60. In this case, it's vice versa. 106, it seems it's 2070, right? Okay, whatever. Anyway, we see all 6 phases are here. None of them are damaged. Let me quickly check the other side. I was afraid that we have some liquid damage there. I'm going to take a quick look. Oh, no liquid damage. I was wrong. It seems everything is okay. Yeah, dusty, of course, but no liquid damage. Cool. Okay, maybe we're gonna get to this board today. I don't know. Heatsink. Yeah, here it is. Gonna put it here. Let's quickly try to finish with this board. Why? Yeah, let's see the check the resistor. Turned off. Yep. With apps 0. No issue. But error bits were very last. The issue. Let's go about that. I thought it was enough. Yeah, I'm not sure I had a lot of 10 series boards with bad BGA soldering on the chip. With later generations, like 30 series, it's much more typical, usual case, having a bad BGA solder under the core because of heavy cooling system. Focus. Multimeter, where are you? Yep, here you are. Cool. So, we have a reading. Okay, this chip. Can I have a reading, please? Yep, 8K. Cool. Damn, let's scratch it a little bit. Yep, everything looks good. Everything looks good. Okay, let's quickly. I guess it's 2060 Super. It may be 2060 Super actually, yeah, because I don't think that 106 is a higher tier. Despite Google shows me that tells me that for 2060 they used 106. Maybe for some, I don't know, later versions they were using some good chips, better chips. Who knows? Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna bin these chips because I'm not sure of them, and I don't really want to check all of them on my donor boards. Standoffs, yes, any standoffs to quickly take off the chip. It won't take much time, but still, we can take a look at that 2060 while the board is heating up, as we usually do. If we have some time, let's use it, right? You get that PS5 fixed up. Well, yep, we've replaced the port. It was obvious it was related to the port, bad soldering, or just a dirty, filled with flux port. So we replaced the port. It works perfectly fine, but it still has issues with blue light. And we found out that a few components on the front panel board were knocked. One transistor on the backside and a few, I suppose, few caps. Like it looks like the same area. Like, oh no, these are, one of them is probably, all of them are LEDs, right? Like, it's the same area here, like we have here. So 2 components are missing here, and one transistor is knocked on this side as well. So yeah, I'm gonna tell the customer what's wrong with this thingy. Gonna align the customer, and as soon as it gets approved, I'm gonna finish the repair. Probably on the next stream on Saturday. We're gonna finish with this PlayStation 5. PlayStation 5 Pro is still, I'm still waiting for a response from the owner. Should I go deeper with these 5 volts? TU106, yep, GPU Kiki, that's right. Exactly. 103, 104, 103 laptops. Yeah, probably. Probably 49 to 59. They actually, I've seen a lot of mobile GPUs which are used in with some custom boards to build desktop boards out of mobile chips. Funny thing. Oh, by the way, I recently ordered one 2080 board from eBay just to try it out. Like, can it be fixed? It's not that I want to make some series like Joey, like, profit or loss, or how he called it. But yeah, just to have some fun with eBay boards. If they are fixable, for example, for Tony, I've heard that some 4090 boards without the core, without the memory, it's a typical issue nowadays. Let's see what will it be with 2080 in my case. But yeah, let's see. Let's do a quick check for this board while the donor board for memory is heating up. Maybe I could just, you know what? I'm gonna move all of that memory to another box, which is marked as SUS, which I'm not sure about. I'm gonna take off all the memory from that board, which is currently on my preheater, and I'm gonna put it here because that memory, I'm sure it's working 100%. Okay, let's do a quick inspection for this board. Let's start with the visual inspection as usual. Let's see if we have some, I don't know. Oh, let me remove the thermal pad first. Manual thermal pad. Yeah, gigabyte pads is a mess. What is the thickness, the factory thickness for these pads? No one knows. 0.6, 0.65, 0.62, 3. I usually just put putty, thermal putty on these boards because it's nearly impossible to find pads which will work for gigabyte as a replacement. Okay, let's see. Let's do a quick look. Let's take a quick look if everything looks okay. No visual damage, no visible burned areas, knocked components, whatever. Yeah, some silicone oil, of course. So far, so good. I don't see any major issues. Okay, on the other side. Looks good on the other side as well. Nice. Okay, no visible damage. That's good already. Let me check the temperature on the board. 90 degrees. Okay, I think 1 more minute and we are ready to take off the memory. Oh, 3 hours. Will it be a longer stream? I don't know. Because I had a first part of my stream where we had issues with my internet connection. Oh, I see 200 dropped frames. Not sure when, but still I do have them. Okay, anyway, let's check the resistance. 12-volt connector looks good. 12-volt and PCI Express connector looks good. 3.3 volts looks good. And the core, just sure. 0.3 looks okay. The memory, 11 ohms. Hopefully. Oh, it's 12 volts, I suppose. Oh no, that's a memory. Yeah, 25 ohms. That's probably specs. What else? What else? 5 volts. Kilo ohms. Well, resistance-wise, looks good. Let's check the current draw. Yeah, I won't change the title probably because it's kind of, as usual for me. I'm just taking a quick look at some other board while that one is heating up. Okay, 12 volts. Current draw is 1 amp almost. So I expect to see voltage there. Could it be another board with bad memory? Some easy pizza again on the core. Yeah, 0.8 on the core. Memory. Yeah, 1.4. All the voltages are there. That's good. That's good. Easy pizza, hopefully. Okay, I expect to see a high enough temperature on the board. Yeah, ooh, nice. 170, pretty much enough. VGA, let's go. Focus, yep, thank you. 375, full airflow. I'm gonna just take off all the chips from this board to use them later. But still, I want to cover the caps. I don't want popcorn right now. Not the way. Thank you. They should get off really easily. The board is hot. 175 degrees. Like 2 seconds. They should go off. Please. They should go off already. Come on. Really? Okay. Let's wait a bit. One. Oops. Mm-hmm. Cool. Good. That's it. We're going to take it off here. Let's pull it off somewhere else. Because whatever, it's a demo board. So now, let's quickly prepare one of these guys. Whatever. Won't take long. What's the delta? Music again. Okay. What's the delta between element temp, roasted temp, and PCB topside temp? PCB was, I don't know, in this case, you mean when I was soldering off the chips, PCB was 180 almost. Hot air was 375. Usually that's enough to quickly take off the memory. Let me grab the stencil. Stencil. From IPA. Here it goes. Yep. Here's the stencil. Okay. Rebol, quick rebol. I want to see this board working today. I really want to see it working. So I want a really quick and easy rebol. We don't need to prepare the board because the board already thinned. I'm just gonna clean, wick the pads, and that's it. Some gray pads here again. Okay. We're gonna use knife again, big knife. So Kimbo flux as usual for a quick clean. Tweezers, yep, nice, I'm ready. The old solder is removed. Let's mix with a leaded one. Leaded solder, here you are. Same flux. Still not sure about some of these gray pads. Let's see. And also turnaround time for repairs with you. I have trouble keeping that down. Well, it depends. Like again, it's not my full-time job, you know. So I'm kind of doing it at my pace. Sometimes it may take longer. Sometimes it may take less. Fume extraction behaves weird. And of course, it depends on the issue. Like with memory, it's usually pretty easy and straightforward, not taking much time. But yeah, can be some tricky issues. Yeah, I think it's tinned. Let's quickly wick the chip. Let's add some fresh flux. Some wick. Quick wick. Can cut off the used parts. Okay. Now let's do it. You know what? I'm gonna use a bevel for wicking because previously that large knife was not very convenient. Okay. Yeah, bevel is kind of more. Yep. With bevel it's a bit easier. Something still left here. Okay. I think we're good. Clean enough. Yep, nice. Let's clean the area. Flux cleaner. Let's add some bowls. Fresh, shiny bowl. Yep, no gray pads. Right? No gray pads. No gray pads. What is this? Some kind of dirt. I don't know. Yeah, it's like a angle. Okay, it's good. Now let's add some flux. Let's revolve the chip. Let's quickly replace it, and hopefully everything will be okay. Talking about tricky issues, had the most unique issue of my life with a Razer laptop where the AMD SV3 protocol is broken inside the CPU somehow. Oof. And it cannot keep the power and voltages clean. I wasn't touching laptops for a long time actually. I did them before, but you know, I moved entirely to GPUs. Like at the same time when I was doing trying the in the mining times doing the GPUs, I was also interested in laptops. I spent some time researching the laptops, but yeah, I quickly understood that I really enjoy dealing with GPUs rather than laptops. Search that I see from MPS software, and somehow little Twix works. Very crazy. That's cool. Yeah, with MPS we actually recently had some fun times trying to deal with. I had some fun times trying to understand why I cannot flash the MPS PVM controller on the board while the board is not powered on. Like, I can flash it without any issues when it's removed from the board. Like, I give it 3.3 for power, for enable, data pins. Oh, damn it, you can see it. Data pin, clock pin, ground, of course, and everything works as it should from MPS software. But when I do the same, when the controller is still on the board, it's not working. But when I give the power to the board itself, yeah, then I can communicate from MPS software. But with these same 3.3 and data pins connected, it's not working while on the board, only outside of the board. I'm really curious what happens. I want to dig deeper. I want to find out what distracts the PVM controller while it's on the board and communicating. Maybe some extra pins should be, I don't know, disconnected. But that's interesting. I want to find out. We had some guesses and conversations with James in Discord on that topic. But yeah, still, I'm not sure what could be the reason. So, almost all the extra balls are gone. Nice. Let's check under the microscope what's left. Hopefully 1 or 2 extra bowls, and that's it. That bottle of bowls is tiny. It lasts about 1 day over here. Well, it's a 0.35 bowls, which I only use for 5x memory, and that's pretty rare cases right now for me, so that's why it's still there, still not empty. Yep, no extra bowls. Cool. Let's quickly reflow. 320 as usual. 45% flow. Let's do it. Should help with my tweezers. Let's see. Almost there. 1 or 2 bowls. Yep. Nope. 1 more bowl here in the middle. Please, come on. Yep. Done. Good. Perfect. I like it. Okay, let's separate these things. Perfect. We're gonna throw the stencil back to IPA to keep it clean. Okay. That's it. Let's clean the chip. Let's put the board on preheater. We don't need high temperature. We only need some 130, 140, not 170 as before, to replace the chip, which is with lead solder already. Okay. Oh, screwdriver, screwdriver, where are you? Oh yeah, here it is. Yeah, Frisu, someone mentioned Frisu, Nico, I think. And yeah, as soon as I get to that controller again, let's see, maybe I'll contact him, ask his opinion, if I won't be able to figure it out on my own. But yeah, I'm really curious, what can potentially cause it to not work on the board. Like, it's the same 3.3 volts, the same data on clock pins, but still, I don't know. Okay. While this guy will be heating up, we're gonna probably check the 2060 board for errors with mats, because it seems it has all the voltages. Potentially, that's another memory issue. No new drop frames. Cool. Yeah, something is definitely not okay with my internet today. So let's see the temperature. I expect to get there pretty quickly. Okay, clean, good. Oops, wait. Nice. Some bolts are still there between the bowl. Yes. That's it. That's it. That's our potentially faulty guy. Oh no, that's the one with just a bolt. Damn it. What's wrong with me today? Okay. That's our previous guy, which we just removed from the board. I think it's faulty. Anyway, let's connect this board to our test bench. Let's see what Matt's gonna tell us about the memory. Riser. So we have all the voltages in place. Maybe it's just working. 2060S, right? Should be the case. Let me put something, keep it stable. I will not even add any new paste because it's enough on the heatsink itself. I'm just gonna spread it out on the core. Yeah, I think we're good. Okay, let's see. Let's run some memory test. Samsung, so it's a Samsung memory. HC14, yeah, I'm pretty sure I have a lot of them. Good ones. For sure, good ones for sure. Okay, let's run it. Tests. Let's run the test. Let's see if it's detected. Yes, PCI, please. Come on, my fingers, please work. VGA compatible controller. We see the board. It's detected. Okay. So let's run. Well, whatever. 450. Let it be. And a version work fine. I don't know what's wrong with me. Come on, please just work. Mods, GPU test. What? I'm really sure I pressed. What? Keyboard? It's not me, it's my keyboard, you see? It's not me. Good, let's see. Okay, well. Oh, sorry. Space. But yeah, if initialization was... Really? Maybe it's just a bad, I don't know, HDMI or DisplayPort connector. I had some boards which on my table where I had bad HDMI connector, for example, port or DisplayPort. But it seems the mods are okay. Maybe we gotta get some artifacts under load. By the way, let me check the temperature on the on this board. 115, 120 already, so we're almost there. I don't want to overheat it. So yeah, for now, let's power off this board. Let's quickly solder the memory, and then we're gonna get back to this guy. Where is the memory? I didn't clean the damage, and I didn't apply the new flux for BGA. Let's quickly clean the chip. Let's apply the flux, and we are almost ready to drop the chip on the board. The temperature is almost perfect. I want to see 130, I think. Flux, brush. Oops. Prediction is it will have a power delivery issue, shutting down the core and such. Yeah, that could be the case. It could be the case. It could be the case, especially with Gigabyte 2060 Force. Yeah, could be the case. Well, I don't remember I had any 2060S with the same kind of issue as 2060. So hopefully, but still, could be the case, yeah. Losing power, unload. So let's quickly apply the flux. Nice, this side is okay. Good. Flux is all over the chip. It's ready. Let's go. So what temperature is on the board? Let's see. 150. I'm gonna lower the temperature on preheater. I think we can already pick the chip even without the hot air, but still. Maybe just a few seconds of hot air should be enough. 183 was the temperature, right? We'll let it say, I think. Okay, let's quickly wick the pads. Some pinball flux, some Q-tips. Wick gets full pretty quickly because solder still. Yep, this side is clean. Cool. Now the other one. Let's clean the wick. Cut off the wick. Good. Yeah, I think it's clean. Just to be sure in this corner. Yeah, nice. I'm actually a bit worried about a few pads over there. Let me inspect the board under the microscope because they look kind of sus. Maybe something is wrong with PCB. I just want to double check. Let's put it on the workbench. It's still hot. Let's see. Some of the pads are a little bit sus. Or maybe it's just me. Yeah, just me. Just me, guys. Everything is okay. Everything is okay. Focus. Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking about some of these on the right side. Some pads were looking kind of sus, but no. Everything is good. Let's throw it back on the preheater. Gonna add some BGA flux. Oh no, we already added to the chip itself, so we just need to throw the chip on the board and use a hot air. Aligned? No. Yeah, I think it's aligned. Good. Hot air. Let's start with 320, 45% flow. Yep, 140, perfect. Perfect. Yep, it jumps to place. I'm gonna raise the temperature. 275, full flow, just to finalize everything. Okay, should be good. That's it. That's it. That's it. Let's turn off the preheater. Let's get back to this guy. So the tests are okay. No issues. We're gonna run some stress tests while that 1080 Ti is cooling down. Let's connect the monitor. Let's try to run some stress tests. Maybe we have a picture. Yeah, we have picture. Let's power on. We need to switch the GPU in our BIOS from the onboard to the external one. Let's hope it just was the RAM. Yeah, 1080 Ti, legendary board. Like I know that a lot of people are still using these boards and they're pretty good. Pretty decent. 11 gigabytes of VRAM, man, that's enough for a lot of titles still. Yeah, new boot. I think that I forgot to switch the HDMI switch in time. A picture? No picture. No picture. Was the external one selected? Let me double check. That should have been the case, I'm pretty sure, but we have no picture. I clearly see that on my HDMI switch it's detected, like it sees that something is connected, but no picture, despite we have no errors in maths. It could be either the something is wrong with HDMI port, maybe port itself, or some components near the port. Yeah, I think it was external. Okay, let's connect to display ports. Now I have mic. I'm not sure about that VRAM because we've run maths on this 2060. Maths passed like successfully. No errors from maths. I'm gonna use DisplayPort to HDMI converter to check the output on DisplayPort. Maybe something is wrong with HDMI ports or with some logic related to HDMI. I don't know. Can you try that tool in the HDMI port? Yeah, we could actually. James, let's just quickly double check if it's actually related to, let's suppose that's actually related to the port. What? Please give me a second. Something is definitely not okay with my scenes. What? So yeah. Yeah, let me reboot because I forgot to switch the inputs. Select the input of my HDMI switch. Now let's see. Still no picture. Interesting. So no errors from maths and mods. but no picture at the same time. Okay, let's maybe try another HDMI ports. I know that in some cases you may have separate fuses for different ports. Let's just try all the ports. Maybe some fuses there, or I don't know, just to make sure that. Okay, at least we have picture on one of these display ports. Let's so I believe let me move the board so you could see. Yeah, you could probably see a little bit.
That's crazy, huh?
I love you, sorry. So on HDMI, we didn't have any picture, nothing. On this lower display port, nothing. On this second port, we had picture. Let's try the last one. This one, this guy here. We have picture. Okay. Interesting. Well, let's try again. This one here, just to double check. I don't know. Maybe something was.
We have picture. That's crazy, huh?
Thank you. So let me do it again. Forgot to select the correct input. Now let's see. I see green light. What? Am I crazy? Okay, let's try the HDMI again. Maybe something is wrong with some of the fuses for output ports. Maybe they're kind of flaky. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. I probably had some issues with fuses. Some moments. Let's see. Pure HDMI. I don't know. Could it be my HDMI cable, which was dirty a little bit after the PlayStation from the beginning of the stream? Could it be that wiggle test? I don't know. Now it works. Yeah. Maybe it got flexible actually, as I mentioned. After that PlayStation 5, it's like a plague, you know, which kills your cables. Okay, what's the temperature on 1080 Ti? Can I take it off the preheater? 100 degrees. Yeah, I'm gonna take it off the preheater. Hopefully it's working. After we replace the VRAM, I'm gonna let it cool down somewhere. My power supply, maybe my base power supply, whatever. Yes, let's run maybe for Mark. But yeah, anyway, that's sus. It's actually sus. Maybe I should try with display port to power it off and power it on again a few times, just to make sure that it's not related to power for the ports. Because yeah, could relate, for example, with 5-volt power for ports, because 3.3 for display ports is generated usually from 5 volts. And if something is wrong with 5-volt rail, for example, then yeah, we could have issues. Okay, driver. Let's wait for the driver to install. Yet another dirty board. Let's hope stress testing goes well. Yeah. I think we could actually, you know what? We could take a look through the thermal camera. I actually installed some kind of application on my phone to stream the picture directly from the phone, but yeah, I didn't finish all the settings, all the setup, but I'm pretty sure for my next stream I already will be able to stream the picture directly from the phone to OBS. Much easier than showing it like that. I want to see the thermals on MOSFETs. Could you work, please? Either something wrong with my port or with that adapter. Oh yeah, it's working now. Okay, let's see what other thermals. So we only have MOSFETs on this side, on the right side. Well, yeah, two DR MOS on the right. Oh, the dual MOSFETs, I think, not DR MOS. This side? Oh, yeah. The chokes are hot. The MOSFETs are not yet, because probably we're not giving it any kind of load. We're gonna run full mark. Other than that, oh, damn it, we can see it. On this side, okay. On this side, yeah, a few chokes, a little bit warmer than others, but nothing critical. MOSFETs themselves are the same. Yeah, let's run full mark. Let's see if it's able to handle the load. GPU Z, of course. Full mark. Temperature. Hopefully it won't explode. Yeah, the temperature is pretty much okay. Well, the load is even across the phases. I don't see any issues. I don't know, guys. It just works. I don't want to stress the MOSFETs further. For now, the load looks more or less even across the phases. I don't see any major issues. I mean, sometimes they just work, but yeah, of course, I want to give it enough stress. I should reassemble it and run some stress tests, longer stress tests after the stream, probably for a few hours. If I find anything, then yeah, then you're gonna see it on my next stream. For now, I don't know. It just works. It just works. I think that the thermal paste was pretty much okay on this board, so it probably wasn't thermals. I'm still a little bit sus about these ports, but it could be related by my HDMI cable, which got dirty after the PlayStation 5. Could be the case, but for now it works. Yeah, I'm gonna stress it more outside of stream for a few hours. I'm gonna make sure it's either works well, works fine, or it has some issues under load. Then you're gonna see it on my next stream, of course. Okay, well, let's try this 1080 Ti. I'm gonna disconnect it from test bench for now. We need to switch to onboard graphics. But do we actually need to switch? Maybe we could just try our luck. It just works already. No, let's run some tests. Okay, let's change the BIOS settings to onboard. Will it quick enough? BIOS? Yay, good. Onboard. Good. No, on board. On board. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, BIOS. Let's power off. Let's connect the riser. Connected. Powering it on again. Let's see. Let's run mats again. Picture. Thank you. Yeah, again, I'm pretty sure about these chips. So if it's not okay again, then it's definitely something else. It's still detected, cool. Let's start with 367. Let's test, skip, start, minutes, no test, okay. Please, okay. Let's then come on. Please work. I don't want to rebuild the core because the only stencil I have, well, I'm not even sure I have stencils for GP 106 or 102 because I had one before. It was really bad. It was 90 by 90 for these big brass holders, stencil holders. I don't like it because the holes were misaligned completely. It was hell of a stencil, not convenient to use. I got one direct hit, which was stated as direct hit, but as soon as I tried to use it, it seems it was not a direct hit stencil, so I binned it. I need a new stencil for Pascal, for GP102, but do I really need it? I don't know. No, it seems we are not lucky today. Report. Yep, same C0, as you can see. Same C0, so it's not about memory chip, definitely. What could it be? It could be either the connection, let's see what are the bits, higher bits. So it's either the connection between the core and the memory chip or the core itself. I believe we checked the resistor. Yeah. So, what do you think, guys? What do you think about this case? We've replaced the memory chip twice. We are sure it's not memory. We are sure it's not related to a memory chip itself. It could be a better trace. It's a rare case probably, but we had a few boards with bad traces on my streams. Or it could be the core itself. But again, rebuilding the GP102, right now I would like to avoid it because with my current stuff, so let me actually check if I fully have it. Still, I might already bin it. So this is for, no, 4090, not it. Maybe. Yeah, it's so. Oh, I still have it, right? No. That's 30. I think that's a 3090. GK. No, Kepler. Yep. GK. It's a Kepler, like 980 Ti chips, and no, wait. No. Much bigger. That's not it. I probably don't even have a stencil already for GP102. So okay, probably I'm gonna shelve it. I'm gonna order another stencil for GP102, hoping it will be better than two of my previous stencils. Yeah. That's how it is. Let's check the other side, by the way. Let's check the other side of the board. I'm pretty sure it's okay, but still, let's take a quick look. No knocked caps, they're redundant, but still. No obvious damage. No visible damage. We've checked everything here, right? No scratches. We could take off the chip. We could check the connections to the core. It's one of the potential ways to check if everything is okay, if the core is connected. Maybe I could do that outside of the stream. Maybe I could take off the chip, check the all the pins in diode mode. But yeah, for now, it's still not fixed. It's shallow. I'm gonna get anyway. I'm gonna get a new stencil for GP 102 because sometimes they still come in from my friends or from other repair shops. Yeah, for today, probably we're done with this guy. I'll try taking off the chip probably. I'm checking the data lines and the command lines if they are okay, just to be sure that Rebol worth it. Other than that, yeah, I think we're done. I think we're done for today. The only thing we managed to get is PlayStation 5 still. I'm gonna contact the owner of this PS5 to align on this small board, because I don't have a donor board for this, and I'm not sure that these are caps or something like that. It seems these are also LEDs, but still, this transistor definitely should be replaced. So that's for Saturday. I'm also waiting for approval on PS5 Pro. I hope we're gonna get to both of these PlayStations on Saturday. This one, probably I gonna manage to check the data lines under the memory chip, just to be sure that the core is connected. If it's connected, then it's not even worth trying to rebuild it. And yeah, and I'm gonna give some stress testing to this 2060S to make sure it's working under load. So yeah, on my next stream, I'm gonna update you guys what are my findings related to these two boards. And yeah, if I get the response from the owner of the PlayStation, then we can get back to this front panel, LED panel. For today, probably we are done. Oh, yeah, for unboxing, let me probably tease you what I wanted to unbox. I got these two boxes. I don't know if they are actually good. Do you know what it is? James, you know, of course. But still, yeah. Probably gonna unbox them on my next stream. I'll check if they are actually good, worth it, or no. Yeah, I wanted to use them like from different directions to understand if they are able to reduce the glare or anything like that. Maybe it could work, maybe not. Yeah, I've seen that he has a review for different types of lighting, like one lamp from the front, I think PL Daniels, and a few other lamps. Yeah, let's see. I think he only had one of them, maybe with two from different sides. It will be better. I don't know. I'm gonna see. That's something I'd like to try. Yeah, with from different sides. See if it works. But yeah, for today that's it. 4 hours, and the first part was also almost an hour when we had issues with internet. Yeah, I'm really happy we managed to deal with PS5. We found the issue. That's following job from previous repair shop. For these boards, yeah, as I mentioned, this one kind of works for now, but it's kind of sus. I'm gonna give it some testing. This one, yeah, I'm gonna remove the chip. I'm gonna check the data lines, and we'll see if it's worth rebuilding the core. But that's for my next stream. Yeah, I'm gonna stream on Saturday. For today, that's it. Thanks everyone for being here, for helping me out with advices, with everything. James, Platefork, Mike, Kepler, Kiki, Koshkin, Andy, 8-bit, Wells, all the lurkers. Thank you guys. Let's see. Yeah, as always, as I mentioned, I wanted to say my appreciation for my supporters. James, Labs, Sainch, Get Good Dude, Koshkin, Sloth, Andres, Eliero. Thank you, folks, for your additional support, your paid membership. And yeah, let's see if anyone is live. If we could have a redirect. Maybe anyone live. Let's see. Okay, we're live. Rosales live. Electronics therapy. Reflex. Yeah, that'll be, for example, electronics therapy for today. Okay, thank you, folks, and have a good one. Let's see you on Saturday. Thanks again. You luck.